Hi, I'm Attorney General Tim Fox, and I'd like to visit with you a little bit today about the crime of human trafficking and what we're doing at the Montana Department of Justice to address this crime. The International Labor Organization estimates that human trafficking is a $150 billion criminal industry in this world, second only to drug trafficking. We also know that there are estimates of up to nearly 300,000 children trafficked for sex in America. These are terrible statistics, but they're particularly terrible for the victims of human trafficking. If you're a victim of human trafficking, you have life-changing problems that can haunt you the rest of your life. And victims of sex trafficking in particular, find it very, very difficult to get out of what they call the life. And even if you do get out, there has to be resources available to help you. That's why we're working very, very hard and have been for the last 3 years at the Montana Department of Justice to address this critical issue. One of the ways that we've done that is with legislation. In the 2015 legislature, I directed my staff to draft a bill that would update Montana's laws on human trafficking. We asked Representative Kimberly Dudick of Missoula to carry this important bill for us, and she did a great job, and it passed with overwhelming support and was signed by the governor. Now, this set of laws has done at least 3 important things. One, it updates the definitions of human trafficking, and it helps prosecutors to go after the perpetrators and the Johns that engage in this terrible crime. Probably just as importantly, if not more importantly, this law will now help treat the victims of human trafficking actually as victims and help in ways to get them the help that they might need. And then lastly, we wanted some continuity. And so we've set up a program so that we can continue to do education and awareness in Montana to address this terrible crime. We've partnered over the last 3 years with many, many different organizations and individuals, and just a few of those are the Seroptimus of Whitefish and Helena, Town Pump Corporation, Watkins Shepherd Trucking, and the Motor Carriers of Montana, and many, many others who have helped us. And we've done some great things in raising awareness. One of those things that we've done is we've circulated thousands of human trafficking awareness posters with a hotline that can be used when people suspect human trafficking or if a victim of human trafficking needs help and wants to call in. We've distributed those to businesses all over the state, to truck stops, to rest stops, and many, many different Montanans have helped us in that effort. We've even used innovative ways in putting posters on tractor trailers and trucks, and a big tractor trailer has an entire wrap all the way around it with this important human trafficking hotline. Now at the Montana Law Enforcement Academy here in Helena, we have comprehensive education for every law enforcement officer who goes through the training to become a professional in law enforcement in Montana about human trafficking, how to spot it, how to prevent it, and importantly, how to help the victims of human trafficking at those initial stages to make sure that they get the resources that they need and ultimately that they get the justice that they certainly should get. There are many more things that we need to do, and we're not going to rest on our laurels, but it's important to note that others are recognizing the great work that the Department of Justice and many of our partners are doing here in Montana. Shared Hope International, a nonprofit organization that watches what each of the individual states are doing and gives them a grade every year on the work that they're doing to prevent human trafficking, bring awareness about it, and prosecute human traffickers and the Johns that use those terrible services. And Shared Hope International, in its latest report, upgraded Montana from a D grade to an A grade, citing the legislation that I talked about at House Bill 89 and many of the other efforts that are going on in Montana. But there's more to do. We need to continue to talk about this in our communities, in our homes, our schools, and our businesses, and you can help do that. One of the ways you can learn more about human trafficking and how to spot it and prevent it is to go to the Montana Department of Justice's website at www.dojmt.gov. You can even print a human trafficking hotline poster at that website that you can put up in your community. You can also call the Polaris Project hotline number to report suspected human trafficking or if you're a victim of human trafficking and need help. And that number is 1-888-3737-888. Or you can text BEFREE, B-E-F-R-E-E, to 233-733 to either report human trafficking or if you're a victim to get help. Again, thanks for all that you have done and that you will do in addressing this terrible crime and making sure that in the future Montanans are protected and that we rid ourselves of human trafficking not only here but across the world. Thank you very much.